eligible usually think of an eligible bachelor. So tonight, for Eligible Magazine's new iPad app launch, we're going to catch up with Michael Stagliano of, what else, Bachelor Pad. Let's check out who else is here tonight. Michael, since we last spoke at the TDot TV Gift Lounge in the fall, some things have changed. First, you were there with Ed, and now you're not here with Ed, you're here with someone else.
I have a better replacement. No offense, Ed, if you're watching this, but
Ed's still great.
Yeah, this is my fiance now. This is Emily.
Eligible Magazine is now an iPad app.
That's correct. Very exciting for us. The online presence is great, but it's very local. Our contributors are local. Most of our features are local. We feature a eligible bachelor, bachelorette. And so for us to have a presence in Apple's newsstand is very important. And that material, that content is I would say in some respects a higher level, where contributors and interviews are with world-recognized best-selling authors or experts.
Eligible Magazine is what's being
hot
promoted
right now.
tonight.
Eligible, so hot.
Now, a lot of times people mistake eligible as being a synonym for single, but we don't really think that's the case. In your opinion, what defines or what makes somebody eligible?
I think eligible means that you're comfortable in your own skin. I think you can definitely I think what eligible presents is that, the dating, the relationships, but like the sex appeal, I think that's very important to have. If you're confident, you have the sex appeal, you have the whole package, and it makes you presentable to not only the people that you think would be your match, but to anybody.
When we spoke to you in the fall at the Toronto Film Fest, Michael Stagliano and Ed Swiderski from the American version of the show, they gave you advice. They said get a lot of sleep leading up to being the Bachelor for Canada.
My honest advice is to sleep from now until you start taping. Just sleep. And I mean literally don't get out of bed, because the next 10 weeks of his life, he will not sleep.
What advice would you throw back at other viewers who are considering about maybe going on the next installment of the show?
You know what? That's the thing, is that you can be prepared as much as you want for what you think is going to happen until night one happens. And then people ask me how I'm comfortable doing interviews or speaking in front of people. I'm like, if you can get through night one of The Bachelor when you're meeting 25 women that you've never met before, you can get through anything.
You guys are clearly a strong couple.
Yeah,
so my next question is, what advice do you have for people that are still on the dating scene?
This is kind of my standard answer, and especially now that I'm engaged, I think it's even more true. Just don't force it. I think it's honestly easy to force it. I think love can make you blind. I think you can fall in love with someone that's not the right person. And we were just having this conversation earlier that you can kind of like say, make excuses for someone that isn't the right person for you. And there's just no need to, you know what I mean? She's my best friend, she's the best thing ever, and I'm so in love. And if you just wait and make it natural, it's gonna happen and it's gonna be great. And there's no reason to force it otherwise.
From Toronto's most eligible location, I'm Sarah Sternfels for TDot TV. Toronto Lifestyle on the dot.